Hello and happy Soul Food Sunday. This is Dr. Gatson. I just wanted to come today and just share a little bit more with you. I've been giving you guys a lot of information. I've been sharing this information on YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitter, and also Facebook. I've been really making sure that you guys have the information out there that you've been saying that you need. This type of information that's actually going to change your life, that's going to propel you forward, that's going to help you obtain and get those things that you've always said that you wanted, those things that you know that you hold real dear and real close to your heart, but for whatever reason, those things have always been hidden from you, and you had no plan of action and no course to actually obtain those things. So I hope that you've been reviewing my information on YouTube, and that you've been subscribing, and that you've been following it, and that you've actually been using this information to apply to your life. Please understand, this information is for you. It's information that I'm sharing. I'm giving it away to you free of no cost. It is something that is definitely a game changer. If you find yourself in situations where you don't know which way to go, you don't know should you take a step forward or if you should take a step back, please review the information that I've given to you. I've given to you the APRA process, the ask, the believe, the receive, and the act. I've given you the 4 quadrants on how to balance out your life so that you feel full, so that you feel complete, so that you feel whole. So I'm coming to you on this Soul Food Sunday. And the reason that I call it a Soul Food Sunday again is because you should be getting nourished, you should be getting fed, and you should be getting encouraged with things that are going to propel you and move you forward to those goals and those things that you said you're going to accomplish. Today, though, I wanted to go ahead and address something. One of my subscribers had replied to me. They had said that they were having a little problem because they're having problems with a blended family situation. So for those of you that may not be familiar with what blended family situation is sometimes it's a parent that has some other children from a relationship or a prior marriage coming into a relationship with somebody who probably has children from the same, another marriage or another relationship. And in this relationship of this blended family and these people trying to come together and trying to form something that's going to be supportive and beneficial for everyone, sometimes there are problems that do arise. But the first thing and foremost thing that I wanted to share with you guys today is to tell you, please understand that there is always enough love to go around. There is always enough love to go around. So it doesn't matter if you already have your children that maybe you've birthed or maybe you've had by someone else, and now you're bringing those children into a situation with somebody who are not the biological parents. Even though you are not the biological parent, you are still the parent. You have to approach that relationship loving, supportive, and without reserve. Let me say it again, without reserve or reservation. Therefore, that means that you have to step into that relationship wholeheartedly and fill that void as a parent. It is not okay just to be present, but in actions to be absent. You have to be present in actions, and you have to be present in being, physical form. So therefore, yes, sometimes blended families, it is a difficult situation. It is adjustment. But if you open up the lines of communication, if you discuss what certain expectations are, what certain parenting roles are, and what certain ways you guys are going to define yourself as a family unit, and also as a couple coming together who are going to be parenting these children, things will go a lot easier. A lot of times the problems is people do not define what the situation is going to be and how things are actually going to look like when they are co-parenting. And this is where the problem happens. It's where problems arise. You and your partner has to have lines of communication open. I always like to say, shut down the phone at a certain time, turn off the TV at a certain time, turn the radio off and sit down there with your partner and actually talk about the things that you are doing good as a partners, and about the things and problems and things that may be arising, and of what your goals for now and what your goals are for the future, so that you guys are on the same page and you have a clear, concise understanding of what it is that you want to accomplish. Those people that fell in a relationship most of the time is because they failed to have a plan as two people coming together, sharing common goals and working towards those goals, and who's going to do what and what roles and positions are going to be played. All those things have to be outlined. Therefore, you have to come with a plan when you decide to come together with somebody. And this even more holds true when you decide to come together with someone who already have children from a previous relationship. Why? Because it's going to take a lot more effort. It's going to take a lot more sacrifice. It's going to take a lot more of getting on the same page and fine tuning things. This is not something that's just going to happen by itself. It's not going to happen. It's going to take planning. It's going to take effort. And most importantly, it's going to take communication of that plan back and forth. So I hope that this is clarifying something for a lot of you who find yourself in this blended family situation. It is a phenomenon that is very present in today's time. And unfortunately, this is a phenomenon that continues because when people come together in this blended family situation, they are not addressing and talking about and communicating the things that they actually need to. There is an old adage. There's an old adage that it takes a village to raise a family. And that holds true. It takes a village to raise a family. That old African adage. But also what I want to share with you today is it takes a family to start a village. It takes a family to start a village. Therefore, you have to be ready to come in with that other person, especially, this is highlighted in a blended family situation, and jot down what your goals are, what your roles are, and how you guys are going to come together and create these moments and these things in order to reach these goals. Again, a lot of times, parents, I've noticed in counseling, they get this uneasy feeling at times when there is another child that comes into place that is not their biological child. They almost get this sense that they're cheating on their kid by giving love to another kid. This does not hold true. It is one of those big fallacies that have come about and that's out there for some reason, or if it's not that, they believe that their child is more gifted or more talented than the other person's child, which creates all of these other sub problems that fall up underneath this. The whole thing is that all men are created equally. Therefore, women and children also. So you have to approach everyone the same way, regardless if they are your biological children or if they are your stepchildren. You have to open up your arms, you have to open up your heart, and then you have to be able to embrace them to move forward as a family unit and give them what they need. Remember, there is enough love to go around for everyone. There is no such thing as infidelity when you are sharing love with a stepchild at the same level that you're sharing it with your child. Please remove this fallacy. There is enough love, again, to go around. It takes a village to raise a child. And it also takes a family to start a village. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself so that you can take care of others.